What's up, everyone? We're in it to win it. A little nervous here. I've never streamed on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, but we're here today with Retrobit. Gonna be testing out this Tribute64 2.4 gigahertz wireless controller. I have the Switch set up and Nintendo 64 set up, so that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know why the stream overlay just reset itself, but whatever. That's fine. So, we got with us today. You still here, Andy?
Sure am. I am.
Nice. Did you want to introduce yourself to the people here who may not know who you are?
Sure. I'm Andy. I am a product marketing specialist at Retrobit. I do a lot of testing, and I also do a little bit of marketing. So, here to share knowledge and answer any questions.
Cool, cool. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see. Bear with me, guys. Like, this is a first here, but I do have a video queued up of unboxing this controller. I've been using it a little bit, but this is really gonna be my first full-on, like, actually having it in my hand, sitting here and playing with it. But I do have a video. I'm gonna queue that up right now. Unboxing, I kind of pieced it together. I'm gonna do another video follow-up in the coming days, a full-on, like, you know, this stream will be going for like an hour, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it flows, right? But I will be doing another video on YouTube, a complete, like, you know, unboxing, comparisons, that kind of thing. So that's where we're at. Appreciate all you guys joining us today. Let me know if gameplay audio is too loud, anything needs to be adjusted. Just let me know. It's always it's a very dynamic and changing thing here. Both stream is legal. Oh, we're good, man. We're good. We're good. Mario. All right, I'm gonna cue this video up. Let me get this. Boom. So here we go. Just showing these controllers. They're up for pre-order numerous places, but here we go. Castlevania games, one place, all over, different countries, everything. So here's the Ultra Edition. Little limited edition there. Here's the gray one. Joel, I appreciate that, man. That was the purple one. I kind of just edited this together. I felt like the quality would have been better just showing a video, unboxing everything real quick. But I have all the controllers here, so if I need to show anything, boom. Manual, just like the Legacy 16, the manual's got all sorts of information. It's interesting because there's a lot of macros for changing, you know, modes, Legacy mode, All-Star mode, swapping buttons around, and they are printed on the back of the controller. So that's nice. The little dongle, so the one big thing with this controller is it does have Rumble built in. But in order to use Rumble on Nintendo 64 on the dongle, I kind of showed it on the video there. You do have to set the dongle to Rumble because it's just like a Nintendo 64 controller. There was only one slot. You could either have a Rumble pack or a memory pack in there. And, you know, the limitations of the actual hardware, we can't have both. So you got to choose. And I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. Most of the games don't use the memory pack anyway. There are some, and I'm going to demonstrate one in a little while, that you have to have a memory pack. Oh, and here's the original wired Tribute 64 controller. You can see how things have changed a little bit. I remember when I reviewed that and talked about that, I was like, you know what? I kind of would have liked it if it was like 10 to 15% bigger. So now this wireless one, I think it's about that, man. Slightly bigger. D-pad placement has been changed. And here is the Ultra Edition. I dig the coloring there. It looks like we're looking at this in black and white. Ross.
Those reminded me of the 1930s style cartoons too.
Yeah, like Mickey Mouse stuff, like old school Steamboat Willie. Ross S. I'm going to be doing comparisons later on, but I don't think, like, with any of these options out there, you know, everybody's going to have a different take on what they like. It's all going to be subjective for the most part, but I'll go more in depth on that in another video as far as, you know, comparing stuff that I have anyway. But there you go. There's the three controllers. my quick little couple minute unboxing video. Just wanted to share that with you guys before we start jumping into some games. I'm gonna pull up the chat so I could see both Twitch and YouTube. And take any suggestions on games you would like me to test, or any little, like if there's any kind of little weird, quirky things you want me to do, just, you know, let me know. And that's what we will do. So let me...
Good stuff.
Can you ask if we're still getting a wireless Retrobit Dreamcast controller? Man, I've been bugging these guys too, but when they're ready, they will let us know.
Yes. It's being worked on.
Yeah, that's the response I keep seeing. It's in development. It's in development. So, you know, I'm excited for that too. I need a, you know, but today we're talking Nintendo 64. So, Mario Kart 64. That's one a lot of people would like to see. Let me remember what my reset was. Oh, there we go. In-game reset and Ultra HDMI. My Nintendo 64 is modded. So Mario Kart, that was the first suggestion. I'll go ahead and do a little Mario Kart. We'll do the controller test as well, so you can see the sensitivity of the analog and all that good stuff. And the weight on this, I feel like it's fine. Like, it's not light. It's got a little, you know, it's got a little heft to it. I try not to get that mixed up. Like, heaviness of things doesn't equate quality, but there is that happy, like, middle ground where you don't want something too light, especially a controller, in my opinion. You want that, like, nice middle, you know? And I feel that's fine with this. So, also, there is a giveaway Retrobit's doing. Take a look at that. I'm sure you guys seen that. Links are out there. Please, that I love the 2.4 gigahertz Saturn controllers. Retrobit's here, man. They could see what you got to say. All right, so Mario Kart. Let's play a little Mario Kart. I'm trying to keep tabs on everything these guys are saying. We'll switch to the Switch as well at some point. For me, I'm more excited for these on the Nintendo 64, but they're multi-purpose. Multi-purpose, kind of like the Legacy controller that I just did a video on.
Yeah, we try to cover as many bases as we can with these wireless ones.
The one thing is, and I know I mentioned it in my other video, is I like these companies, you guys, everybody out there who's embracing, like, hey, you know, the community says they want 2.4 gigahertz, so let's give it to them. And I appreciate that. So having this 2.4 gigahertz and being multi-purpose works for me.
Yeah, a lot of the feedback from the community at large has been very helpful over the last couple of years.
And I know a lot of people out there, they want to use this on Mister and Raspberry Pi, PC, and it works on all that stuff. They said we'll do some more extended testing in another video, but today just wanted to focus on Nintendo 64, Nintendo Switch, hear what you guys got to say as far as testing things. I'm not a professional Mario Kart player by any means, but I do remember really enjoying this game back in the day.
One of the questions I see right now is when these are shipping. We should be getting them in, I think, this week, if not early next week, but then after that, they'll be shipping out to all the retailers. So with North America, probably within the next couple weeks, and Europe a little bit after that, maybe. But again, it all depends on the shipments. But yeah, they're on their way out.
Nice. Trying to look at the chat and steer. It's a little difficult. A little difficult.
Don't read your text and drive. It's just like in real life.
Right? Oh, my car, like, reads my text to me. It's kind of annoying. I gotta turn that off. Like, especially if you get a text you don't want the people in your vehicle hearing. That could be a bad thing. But half the time, it's just, like, random nonsense. But, like, your Amazon package is out for delivery. Oh, crap. This game, like, I see people mentioning emulation. Yeah, we're not emulating this. You guys know me, especially if you're on YouTube. You know me. I you know, any which way you want to play, it doesn't matter to me. But this game, yeah, on any device that I've, played this through emulation, you always see that dual screen. It's always black. Some kind of emulation issue. I'm not a scientist on those things, but, Nintendo 64 is one system. It's like, I have to play on the original hardware. Brandon Wallace, is my AC fixed? If you're referring to that car that I had that blew up a couple years ago, I no longer have that thing. Yeah, original hardware for Nintendo 64 all day, every day for me. Even Nintendo hasn't figured it out. Yeah, we are using an EverDrive flash card. I do have a lot of these games, but you know, flash card's just convenient. Brandon Wallace, yeah, it was a while ago, dude. This was, I like playing Mario Kart, but my enjoyment came out of meeting up with friends, and I remember, like, not everybody had a Nintendo 64, so one of us would, like, bring a Nintendo 64 to, like, whoever's house we're meeting up at, and I'll just play Mario Kart 64, battle mode. Like, that was fun.
Yep. Many rivalries are born from versus mode.
Oh, man, there's stories I can't even talk about. I can't even talk about during this stream.
Things were thrown.
Oh,
things
man.
were said.
People didn't just get, you know, butt hurt, a little physical hurt as well. Some things. I wasn't involved in none of that. I'm just saying, I've seen some crazy. People get a little emotional, man. Video games bring out the best in us, but in some people it brings out the worst. So people just take it too serious. I'm just about having fun, man. I just enjoy playing games. Screw it. I'm hitting the wrong button. Charlie Ward, you sent a super chat. I appreciate that. Like, since I'm going through the bug thing. I'm going through the Twitch and whatnot. I don't have it set up to where it shows me that. I have to see it in the chat, but I do see that, and I really appreciate that. The bug issue on Saturn not loading, it was Fenrir, because it happened in the Satiator. With the 2.4 gigahertz controller. So is that like a power issue or something with the ODE? I wonder if that's what that is. Yeah, even with the Dreamcast, I know we're talking Nintendo 64 and the Tribute64, but I noticed even with the Dreamcast, if you have modifications done to it, some controllers can have a weird effect with some things. So, you know, a lot of these companies, they're making stuff, you know, that works in original hardware, and then we're out there modifying things, and you never know what could happen. But a lot of people wind up finding fixes to little things like that.
One of the questions was what differences between this controller and the previous one. Besides being wireless and having built-in rumble, it's a little bit wider. The D-pad has moved a little bit. The triggers are slightly altered to kind of sit more comfortably in your hands. And since it doesn't need to have the memory pack, you know, put underneath it, that space is all gone, so it fits more comfortably in your hands.
Yeah, I do find, and I'll show a comparison in a moment for those who recently joined and didn't see the video clip I showed earlier, or I'll rerun that at some point as well. But yeah, I showed that the original Tribute versus this, and I like how this is a little bit wider. Like, I'm not exactly sure on the percentage wise, but like I said, I remember mentioning, man, if you know, I'd like that controller, but you know, 10 to 15% bigger would be a heck of a lot nicer to me. You know, it's all subjective. Some people are fine with that, but I do like how this one's a bit bigger, and all the additional features. Pretty nice. How's the sensitivity compared to the Brawler? That'll be in another video, because I'm not going to plug in a bunch of controllers, but we'll look at the sensitivity in a second with the I think I'm done with this game anyway, so let's just do that. Let me reset. There we go. We'll go to the controller test. It tests out the analog stick and whatnot as far as sensitivity goes. I know that's what a lot of people want to know and see, but let's go ahead. There we go. Controller test tool. Bigger is better because we're also older and bigger. Johnny EPT. That's true, man. That's true. Big hands require a bigger controller. Press a button to test. Okay, we're not worried about all this. Skip to the next test. Okay, so this gonna. I've not done this yet. So I mean, this could all be a shock. This could be, who knows? But we're just gonna do it. So I haven't done this benchmark on this controller or any of the three that I have yet. So I'm not sure what the results are gonna be. But let's go ahead and do this. Hold the stick. Press the A button. Okay, now numbers are all around 98. Now we could cycle through this. So I don't know, Andy, if you want to comment on any of this, but I feel with this octagon shape is kind of what we're looking for. But let me cycle through this. So here's an original. Now I don't care what company you are making these things. I don't feel like any analog stick will ever be identical to the original, unless you just make a one-to-one clone. And people don't want that because those sticks wear out and you get all that dust in the bowl and whatnot. Those were flawed analog sticks for their time. They worked great until you played Mario Party and started wearing it out, right? But I feel anything that gets close to this, where the numbers are all very similar, is a good thing. Keeping that octagon shape. So this is an original. This is an LN64 analog stick, a little wonky, a little wider on that range. And then this is a fake OEM style, and you see it's kind of a little wonks, a little wonky. And then this is a GameCube style, which some people are fine with, and a lot of people I've heard just don't like this. Just the box. You get a box out of it. Here's another GameCube style. And then here is our benchmark for this controller. So
yeah, that looks just about right. What we're hoping to kind of get out of it. I know with the previous tribute, people were kind of thrown off by the sensitivity and the range. It worked for a lot of games and it worked for a lot of people, but some people kind of wanted them more closer to the original. So we kind of brought it down a bit, dialed it in a bit more, and made it feel more natural. So you're not, when you look at the numbers, yeah, it's not one-to-one, but when you actually play it, you don't really notice any differences.
Yeah, I think I know I see people are already saying that the ranges are improved from what you're seeing here compared to the original. I don't have all that fresh in my mind, but I will go back, like I said, in a video in the coming days, and I'll compare it to the original and put all the side by sides with the benchmark testing, so people could see that. Ice Strike is saying that sticks with a range over 100 also don't work with a number of games. So here you go. I think when I see this, that's fine. The range is good, and it's still in that octagon shape. So I think we're good. I mean, it's close. It's looking pretty good. So there's that. We can go ahead. I could redo it again. We'll do it one more time. Just to make sure the test results were accurate. There we go. I'm pretty sure those numbers are pretty much the same as last time. There'll be little variances occasionally when you run this test program, but as long as, 10 out of 10 times doing it, everything, the variance is very minor, you know you're good. But there's that. So any other suggestions for Nintendo 64 games to test? Because some people have, better knowledge as far as like the performance of how something should work in a specific game. Throw any of that out there, and I'll test something out, and then we'll move on to Nintendo 64, or not Nintendo, to Switch, and test this thing out on the Switch. Like I said earlier, it's kind of cool that you have a bunch of macros, and they're all listed on the back of the controller to swap things around. You have to change the input switch, default, legacy, all-star mode, swap the AB, XY, swap the L and ZL, L and ZR, R, ZR. Like, there's a bunch of macros. I think that's pretty cool. Donald Turpin, appreciate it, man. Yeah.
Just to clarify, on the legacy mode is kind of what the Legacy 16 defaults to, because the Legacy and the Tribute use basically the same USB stick,
Okay.
the same firmware. So then All-Star mode is more for if you want to have an N64 layout when playing on the Switch, which makes the C buttons act like the right analog.
Oh, nice. Nice. Test out the rumble and stick. There we go. That's a good one. Test out Star Fox with rumble. Let me make sure I got the rumble set. Yes, I do. All right, Star Fox. Star Fox it is. See if I could get this to rumble for you. But dude, Smiley, there you go. We got Star Fox going. Wonderful game. They need to bring back this style of Star Fox. That's all I'm saying. Ando Gamer, what's up? If I missed saying what's up to any of you guys, I apologize. It's just I have the chat with like a bunch of people from Twitch and YouTube, so it's, you know, it's a lot of people chatting, but I do appreciate every single one of you guys. All right, let's get this rocking. Love this game. Sarumaru, what's up?
The evil Andros turned this once
A-Train, it hurts.
into a
I
wasteland
apologize.
near extinction. General Pepper of the Cornerian army was successful in exiling this maniacal scientist to the barren, deserted planet Venom. 5 years later, General Pepper noticed
I miss
strange
Star Fox.
activity
Wish there was more
coming
of it.
from Venom.
Yeah.
James McCloud, Pigma Dangar,
They
and
did the
Pepper Bear of the Star
re-release
Fox
of
team
this on the
set to
3DS,
investigate.
which was cool, but
Yes.
like
Upon their arrival,
I want a new one like this, you
and
know.
James and Pepe were
Okay, we got
captured
Star
by
Fox 2 on the Super Nintendo Classic the other year. That was cool, but I know there's, you know, all these other versions of Star Fox, but I want to just go back to the roots of Star Fox
Andros has again
and
invaded
get
the
us
line
another
of
one like
danger.
this.
General Pepper has turned to a new Star
And I'm not saying I want a remake of this. I want a new game. Do a barrel roll is right. NTF Chris. Apocalyptic Minister, what's up, man? All right, let's get into it. Do I have the...
It's about time you showed up, Fox. You're the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
Good luck.
Open the wings. Check your G-diffuser system.
I'm checking it.
Falco here. I'm fine.
Super Cliff, if you're going by how the benchmark picture looks, Tribute looks more accurate. If so, you're sold.
I'm okay.
Nice. We don't talk about Star Fox Zero.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh, got that rumble action. I was waiting for it. All right, let me... Okay, now I remember how to... It's been a while. Okay.
Flippy, get back here.
Boom.
Flippy, watch out. Bogey on your tail.
Whoa!
I'll try to...
Help me!
I have to do, like, when I do my video on this, I'll do a rumble test where you could see the controller rumbling on the table, because it's kind of hard to demonstrate that, but it is rumbling. Feels
Corneria City now.
feels like rumble action. Feels stronger than the Nintendo 64 rumble pack, but it's not like crazy, like you're not gonna destroy something with it.
Everybody stay alert.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to use the bomb. How's the latency? With 2.4 gigahertz, latency's gonna be a lot better than other wireless options out there. But then, you know, also it's going to depend on certain other factors like your monitor and whatnot and how you perceive things, how things are working. But as far as playing this, I mean, everything is reacting extremely well. Maybe I'm not reacting extremely well. Maybe I'm sucking at this game. But I'm not noticing, like, it doesn't... There's nothing glaring... I'm killing Falco. My bad, dude. I'm not feeling, like... It feels like I'm using a wired controller. There's nothing that's making me feel like, oh, man, there's something wrong here.
I could use some help here, Fox.
I'm sorry, Falco.
Oh man, I'm
You're a
gonna have to
goner.
back off. Do a barrel roll.
Okay. I gotta actually try to make a little progress on this. It's been a while since I've played this.
It's a tough game, man.
Yeah.
With regards to the latency, we kind of, if everyone who's used the Sega Genesis or Sega Saturn wireless controllers, it's pretty much similar latency that we were able to get it down to for the N64. So it's pretty tight.
Nice.
Enemy robot, dead ahead.
Apocalyptic Minister, one of your top 5 games on the Nintendo 64. Nice. I love flying near the water and watching the water blow off the wings.
I'm going to crush you.
I forget they added so much detail to these games.
Enemy field analyzed.
Oh, the one game, I mean, I may have to just play is Wave Race. Absolutely love Wave Race. That's a beautiful game even to this day. I like the GameCube one a lot too, but now Wave Race on the Nintendo 64 is just, I don't know. I love that game. We need a, like, Nintendo needs to get off their butts and get a new Wave Race, a new 1080 snowboarding, new Star Fox, new F-Zero. Like, there's a lot of dormant franchises. One of the big ones for me would be Pilot Wings. I just love Pilot Wings. Just a relaxing game. Oops, I did not mean to do that.
Will not be defeated by this worm.
Oops, I flew right through him. Oh, didn't that game... What is that game called? Game Builder Garage? Didn't that just come out today for the Switch? I want to check.
so.
I want to check that out. It's coming, but it's probably not here yet. I did order that one. Rex Eyes My Waifu. I don't have an Ultra HDMI, but Wave Race 64 is insanely beautiful with it. Yeah, for sure.
I was worried for a moment.
The Star Fox Remaster on Super Nintendo Switch Pro XL DX LL Mini Duo Oblong 8K. That might be the name they go with.
The long name. Poor Falco.
Oh, he's down. My bad. That was my fault. I think I did some of that damage to him. My bad.
As far as implementing changes from the wireless ones to the wired ones in the future, we'll have to wait and see. We have a lot of work to do still on a lot of projects. But for now, it's the changes that you see on the wireless with the D-pad, sensitivity, and all that stuff. That's just on the wireless for now.
Garage Builder comes out. No, today's Friday. Came out today.
In the asteroid field.
I won't let you down, sir.
Good luck. Did you test out a game that uses both Rumble and the controller pack? Sang Ma, I'm not sure how that works. Is it you would swap between the two? If that's the case, I'll test it, but I'm not familiar with that. But throw some more details in the chat so I can see what you're talking about.
Quit dinking around, Flip.
So you would have to swap back and forth, I would imagine.
Few games that do. One that I'm familiar with off the top of my head is Diddy Kong Racing. If you want to load up Ghost Data, but also have Rumble.
Oh.
just all you have to do is just take out the wireless pack and put it back in with the setting change, and it'll just work fine.
Oh, I see.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap.
Uh-oh.
Use bombs wisely.
Yeah, I've already wasted my bombs, dude. I still got some, but I've been wasting them. But I could test out Wipeout, I believe is what they said, Wipeout 64.
Try a somersault.
Here comes a big one.
Here comes the big one.
Whoa! Can you make it?
Use the brake.
Oh, my bad.
Use the boost to get through. Income. Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Oh yeah, Ratchet and
Some
Clank came
details
out.
also on the giveaway, real quick. It's a smoke black N64. It's one of those. If you guys remember those fantastic colors, I think the smoke black was one of the more rarer ones. We were able to get our hands on one. It's refurbished. It works just fine. And it'll come with your selection of one of the three tribute controllers, and also the smoke black controller that comes with.
Nice. Yeah, the smoke looks cool. I mean, if you're going by, like, you know, what was released in the States, yeah, that one's pretty rare. I know in Japan they had a lot, you know, not a lot, but they had a few more colors, right? Like that orange and black one. The heck was that one in Japan? I like that one, but whenever you when you find that orange and black one, I always see like the orange is like sun faded. Not always, but a lot of times when I've seen it and tried to find one. Oh, crap.
You want a piece of me?
Oh, crap. Almost died there.
I'm monkey food if I don't leave.
Okay. I'm gonna check out Wipeout in a second. Like, we're not gonna play through any of, like, I mean, we don't have time to play through everything, but I'm gonna check out that Wipeout 64, see what you're talking about with the memory pack and Rumble. So I'll see how that works in a second. But I'd imagine any of that stuff where it's like you have to swap, it's just gonna be you gotta swap the switch, and you're good. Like, you could, Andy, you could leave the memory pack in and then just swap the switch, or do you have to remove it?
You can leave it in.
And it just
As
works?
long as the N64 is turned off, and you give it like a few seconds, and then turn on this, connect it to the switch, it should sync back into the switch just fine.
I cannot allow you to go any further.
Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy, and then, Tony Hawk is... I never play Tony Hawk on streams. Copyrighted music.
See what you've got.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, I wish there was, you know, the only way around it's just to mute the audio.
That shields the thought of the laser.
I'm not good at Tony Hawk, so... But that probably
One
would be a
question I
good test.
see,
What
one
was
of the
the...
questions I see is people asking about the transfer pack. Transfer pack's only compatible with original controllers. That's period for now. Third-party controllers, for whatever reason, Nintendo did something with the transfer pack that made it pretty much impossible to work with third-party controllers. So the Tribute is not compatible with the transfer pack.
Yeah, that's... I always see people asking that with every controller. for the Nintendo 64, and it's unfortunate. It's just the way it is, but you know, just keep hold of an original controller if that's something that you need to utilize.
I'm no match for you.
Yep. You can just leave a player 2 or a player 4 even connected with the transfer pack, and your game should still work.
If this does not work,
Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. Got him!
I can't believe I lost to this scum! Sorry to jet, but I'm in a hurry.
Brian Trusty, when did you show up? What's going on, man? Okay, we're gonna reset and go to that Wipeout game. But Rumble was working fine. I'll demonstrate that in another video. I'll show it rumbling on the table or something, but kind of, I mean, at this moment, you just gotta take my word for it. I ain't BSing you. It was rumbling.
Maintenance complete on Falco ship.
Okay. Wipeout 64. I was never good at Wipeout either, but I always loved the way the game looked. Hold it against the book. You know, I could probably put it, you know what, that something like that. I could put it like, and let it rumble. I don't know if you could see that. Maybe. I'll do that. There is no controller pack attached, so the controller pack is full. It's corrupted. Wipeout 64, especially because this one's 4 players. Nice. Oh, there we go. Just plugged it in. Save information. Okay, I mean, I'm saving nothing, but it's working. If you would like, man, this font is funky. If you would like to insert the Rumble Pack into the controller, please do so now. So I'm going to flip the switch to Rumble after we already saved the game. Then I'm going to press A to continue. And do a single race. I'm probably gonna suck, but let's see. It saved my game. Now we should be switched to Rumble. This game is Rumble Pack. Please insert your Rumble Pack now. Like it is. It's on Rumble. Yeah, I'm sure that's just generic. Like we got to tell you to insert it. I don't know how to play this game. Okay, I'm not getting Rumble, so maybe it didn't. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure it's. How's it supposed to rumble when you hit stuff?
I believe so.
Maybe the game didn't. Maybe I was supposed to switch it at that specific time. Let me see. You're about to write over. Okay, yes. If you would like to insert the Rumble Pack, please do so now. Alright, let's see if that worked. Should rumble when you crash. Okay. I haven't switched to rumble. I don't know. Maybe this game's just... We'll find out. Okay, yeah, it's not registering. This might be something that you guys might want to look into. Maybe I'm doing the process incorrectly for this game.
You might need to, when it prompts you, you might need to disconnect the receiver and then plug it back in once it's in rumble mode.
Okay, let me try that one more time then. That could be it. I mean, it could just be one of those quirky games with the way that's supposed to work.
There's a handful of like quirky games that are kind of weird about memory packs nowadays. We don't know why. They just don't like memory packs or rumble packs.
Yeah.
Third party controllers, and they just don't work.
All right. Plugged in. I'm going through the process again of just plugging in the memory pack, saving, just to make sure we're swapping back and forth. Hitting back. Now I'm gonna do that here. I'm gonna disconnect. I wonder if it's gonna give me like hey, there's no controller connected. Unplugged it, plugged it back in. Are we synced? Press the A button. Here, let's see if the game prompts me again. It is on Rumble. The game, I'm gonna just do it again since it said it. I am on Rumble. I unplugged it. I plugged it back in. Let's see if it works this time. If you press A, it ignores the Rumble pack. Oh, it's rumbling now. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on. Somebody said earlier, it's rumbling now. Somebody said earlier, let me double check my screen so people could see. Just so like they could see that it rumbles. So I'm going to try to crash. I could feel it through the box, but I'll have to save that for a video where I have it on the desk, because it's kind of weird feeling it through the box. You're not seeing it though with that rumble. It is rumbling though. When I do my video, you'll see it. Oh, that would have been good right there when I blew up, because it started rumbling like crazy. But I'll demonstrate that in another video where when I have it on a flat top, solid desk, it should vibrate a little bit. But it's working now, so that's good.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Still rumbling. Okay, I think at this time we've been streaming for about 50 minutes. I think we should switch to the Switch and test some stuff out on there, like Mario All-Stars, 3D All-Stars. Didn't you say there was the you could change it to the All-Star mode, right?
And it'll play just like as if you're playing Mario 64.
Yeah. So I want to test that out. I haven't tested that out yet. Sang Ma, no problem. Like, I mean, I want to try to test as much as I can, but you know, with limited time, can only do so much. But that was an interesting test you brought up, so yeah, we had to test that one out. The swapping of Rumble and Memory Pack. I didn't realize there were games that did that. Maybe it's just been a while, but that's cool. It works. All right, interesting game. Interesting game. So I'm gonna switch to the Switch. Is what I said I was gonna do. What was that, Andy?
I said good.
Good. Switch to the Switch. Let's do it. I'm gonna because I got to switch inputs. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna replay the little video of unboxing so people could see that again. If you know, it's only a 2-minute video, but I'm gonna do that while I'm swapping sources here.
Alrighty.
So there's that. I'm not really gonna comment much because I'm gonna try to. I just gotta swap HDMIs. But there's the video again, unboxing these things. I'll have a 4K video of the unboxing on my channel another day.
And just to remind people, the Ultra Edition is only it's a limited edition. There's only gonna be a set amount, and that's for pre-order. The other two should be, you know, staple. They'll be widely available. But the Ultra Edition is only available at Castlemania Games, P&P Games for Canada, and Dragon Box Shop for European customers.
Cool. Charlie Word, but I'm gonna get one. Oh, there you go. Nintendo 64, man, it's a good system. Not my favorite of all time, but there's a lot of favorites. I have fond memories in Nintendo 64. All right, just trying to... Like first-party titles and then stuff from Rare. Amazing stuff on Nintendo 64. But okay, I got the Switch up, but I'm gonna let this video continue playing. There's a little dongle action. There's the purple. I think when I showed the purple in this clip, I compared it to the original. So anybody who was asking earlier, you could kind of see the differences here. There you go. The wired one, and then the new wireless one. Changed the placement of the D-pad. I cut this video up because this video is really like 12 minutes long. So I cut it down to like 2 minutes, but extended version will be available later. But yeah, I like that this controller is slightly bigger, the repositioning of the D-pad, which I think is, you know, with the inspiration of the original wired version, I mean, it's the Hori pad, you know, the Hori mini pad. And, you know, it's kind of a crazy expensive controller. So it was awesome to see a cheap, you know, price-wise, you know, tribute to it to come out. And then people were like, oh, you know, kind of wish the placement of the D-pad was different. And boom, there you go. So that is nice. The new one looks great. Yeah, this is going to be my go-to for a while. Until a new wireless Nintendo 64 controller comes out that could do more than, like, play Nintendo 64 games. Like, you know, maybe, like, cook me food or something. This is gonna be it. You know what I mean? So okay, I got that up. There's the end of the video. I think we go. Boom. There we go. Okay. So now we got this up. So I need to sync this. Is what I need to do. So I have the dongle in the Switch. I'm gonna like have that go in the sync mode. I believe just start and then start again when it's flashing. Should sync it. I could be tripping. Or maybe... Wait, how am I supposed to sync this?
Get the hold the USB button down till it blinks, and then should just press start once or twice on the controller.
Okay. it's not gonna matter the USB adapter, right? I'm pretty sure this is the one from the box.
Nope. This should all work.
Okay.
You can also try a different controller.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know. This one, it's like it's blinking, but it's unplug it, plug it back in.
Oh yeah, you can also press select start and
Oh,
R
it-
at the same time. to
There you
set-
go. I think I don't know. I had it just idle for a while, so I just unplugged it, plugged it back in. It synced the way I thought it was. But now I sync the gray one. I wanted to sync the black one, but you know what? Whatever. I'll switch to the gray one for now. I was just like, let me try whatever. Okay, what was I gonna test on the? Oh, I got Mario Kart in
3D
there.
All-Stars?
Yeah, let me do Mario All Stars. I think I put Mario Kart in there to make sure, like, if I had any updates, that stuff updated. But Mario All Stars, that's a good one. That's a good one. I wonder if there's an update that I need to download. Probably not. Sonic Echoes, love your the Genesis and Saturn Retrobit controllers. I use those all the time. I use the Saturn Retrobit wireless controllers. I use those on the Polymega, the Polyschmegma. I use it on that all the time. Oh wait, how do you do the All Star start and right on the D-pad? Is that what it is?
So yep.
What is that? Just hold it for 5 seconds. I don't know if that's been 5 seconds or not. Charlie Ward, what would be your ultimate dream controller? A GameCube Retrobit wireless controller with a Saturn D-pad. Retrobit, there you go. Project idea.
Frankenstein controller.
A lot of people love the Saturn's D-pad. I love the Saturn controller just because it's great for fighting games. Like going back to Super Nintendo era, like I love the Super Nintendo controller, but when you would play like Street Fighter, since I didn't have 6 face buttons, like I love Nintendo, don't get it twisted, but I was always jealous of the Sega controllers because they had 6 face buttons and it was perfect for Street Fighter and whatnot. But I use the Saturn controller all the time. Oh, we have Rumble going. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got the
So
cat.
now your C button should be the camera, right?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Right.
Just like playing on the Nintendo 64, but looking a lot more crispier. Nice. That looks good. I have like 14 stars. I don't know where. I hadn't played this in a little while. Let me just run around a stage. Mario Wings to the Sky. Which one was that? The Cannon? I think. Huh. No, that wasn't good enough. We got to go over here. Okay, this is cool playing this way. Yeah. Nintendo should partner up and be like, hey, we're going to re-release Super Mario 3D All-Stars and ship it with this controller. We'll bundle. Oh, crap. What did I do? Bundle action.
Nintendo, please make your calls.
Or Nintendo should bring Nintendo Power back. And, like, if you subscribe to the magazine for a year, they send you the Tribute64 wireless controller. Like, that would be cool, man. You remember, like, back in the day, they would send you a strategy guide if you renewed.
I think when I subscribed, they gave me like a Super Metroid poster and a map. I forget.
Huh. They because I know like early on like there would be like some of the issues would be strategy guides, but then like later on, I remember they would advertise it too sometimes. Like you could pick what strategy guide you wanted, but sometimes they would just have like specific bonuses or whatever. But I remember a few times where it was like, oh, you get a free strategy guide. It's like sweet.
And then those really lucky people who signed up early and got Dragon Warrior.
Oh yeah. Oh crap. Alright, this level's fun and all, but I think I should probably have went to a different stage. But this works great. Got that rumble action going. Oh wow, really? Bounced straight off of that. Yeah, this feels good. Like it's just natural playing it this way. Just blow me up. Go ahead, blow me up. Boom.
And yeah, don't forget you also have the home and select buttons on the top that we added in for Switch.
That's right. That's right. I was looking at those. I know what they do. I mean, but I wasn't thinking about that. Like, it, you know, looks like a select and start button. But yeah, there you go. Nice. But if you guys, I know I put the link in the description, but Retrobit is doing that giveaway. It should be up on the screen, floating through. Wireless controller, one of these, whatever color, and they're giving away a refurbished smoke gray Nintendo 64 system, which is one of the rarer colors out there. I do believe that to be true because when I was buying Nintendo 64s up a few years ago, trying to find ones that were in really good condition that I could do the Ultra HDMI mod to. The black one, the smoke black, smoke gray, whatever you want to call it, was always like the harder one to find, and they were always a little more expensive. But that's, yeah, whoever wins that, lucky. So enter it if you haven't. The giveaway link on my YouTube channel is in the description. If you want to check that out. Might as well. I mean, it doesn't cost you nothing. You could win, you know, some stuff. Did I ever try out the wireless 2 built-in virtual VMUs? No. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know what you're talking about. But I am intrigued. I'm intrigued by controllers, man. I'm gonna have to check that out. Is that something new, or is that just like some old stuff? Well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out later. Is it the restream link? Because that's all. That's James. Refresh if you can, because I had to change the. I had to add everything to the stream because earlier it was just like restream just marked my stream as like, you know, no title and whatnot. So I edited it and it should have refreshed, but you may have to refresh the stream to see all that information. I just refreshed on my side and it's still there. Charlie Ward, I'll take a look at that. That's interesting. Let's exit the course. Let me see. Anything else you guys want to see me test real quick before we wrap this up? Like I said, I'll do another video. Anything that you guys suggest, either tweet it at me, post it on somewhere that I'll see it. Like, you know, whatever you want me to test, and I'll do so in my video coming up. Wireless, I got you. Can the eel come out to play? Schmestical, what? Telepathically send me your thoughts on what you want me to test. If you're capable of doing that. $200 for that controller? Yeah, that's out of my budget. That's a nice arcade stick. I'm not spending that kind of money on a controller.
The good old arcade stick days.
Yeah. there's a $200 Dreamcast controller, I'll just be patient and wait for Retrobit. I will be patient.
Yeah, I don't think. Gosh, since I started working here, I don't think any controller has been for more than this one, $39.99 for the Tribute.
Yeah.
Wireless.
Yeah, some of those old, retro old controllers. Some of them, man, people be asking way too much, in my opinion. But this supply and demand, like what people are willing to pay for old technology. All right, let me. This works great for Mario 3D All Stars, playing Mario 64, changing it to that All Star mode. It's pretty cool. I think we've been streaming for a little while here. You guys know me. I will be back at some point and doing a follow-up video on this, but I think we should wrap it up in a moment here. But just real quick on this controller, I love that they put the little sticker on the back with all the macros, because man, that to me, that's like the simplest thing, but it's like genius. Because the little insert manuals that come with these controllers, like I just leave them in the box. Well, I might look at them for a second, and then when you have multiple things you could do, I can't remember that for every damn controller that's out there. You know what I mean? So this is I'm impressed that you guys put a sticker on here with all the shortcuts. Thank you. For somebody that can't, my memory is bad. I'm not going to remember all this stuff. So to just be like, oh, okay, that's how I do that. I love that. The little things, the small things. I think that's cool.
The little things.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Because otherwise, I'm sitting here like, wait, how do you switch to All-Star mode? Like, do I got to go find the manual and look? No, it's just right there. That's it. I like that. I like that. But yeah, cool controller. A little bit bigger than the original wired one that they did. The placement's a little different. The sensitivity's dialed in on the analog. We did do that earlier. I know the stream's been like over an hour. I will have a shorter video kind of refreshing everything as far as what I test, do some comparisons, take some of your guys' feedback as far as like, hey, test this, test that, get a few little clips in there. Look forward to that next few days or so, maybe today. I don't know, just depends on what I got going on, but we'll figure all that out. Excellent controller, available all over the place. Castlevania Games in the US. I know it's been showing over and over again on the little scroll thing, or the available. Castlevania Games, Dragon Box Shop, a bunch of places. Retrobit on their website, they got it. Amazon.co.uk, France, all those places. It's all over the place. Excellent controller, my opinion. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Apocalyptic Minister, Rex, Nemesis 2K. Yeah, it's available all over. Check out Retrobit's site. Let me, if I didn't post that, Retrobit's, let me get your guys' I know I have like the actual link somewhere.
Here, I'll post it right there.
Yeah, like so we could get the let's see.
Also, I found it funny that your green screen was making the A button.
Oh yeah. I always have to like I always have to like make sure like the hat that I'm wearing doesn't have green, which this does a little bit, because everything will be like see-through. Like I'm gonna hold up my Nintendo 64 right now. I wonder what that looks like, because I have the jungle green Nintendo 64, but there's a jungle green on green screen. I don't know what that looks like. I'm sure it looks pretty ridiculous.
Box.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's see-through. Look at that. That's almost what the smoke gray one would look like that you could win. But I guarantee you this Nintendo 64 is green.
You have an Ultra 64.
Yeah.
Prototype.
There's I just posted Retrobit's link in the YouTube chat. I'm going to put that in my description as well. All the retailers are listed on there if you need to look for whatever region you're in, if you're interested in this controller, which I like it. Pretty good. Green screen magic. So, hey, really do appreciate everybody that hanged out with us. I was a little nervous. I stream all the time, but streaming on multiple services, having being a guest on another, a little, I hope I did all right, guys. I hope I did all right. Don't bust my balls too much, but I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Appreciate Retrobit for letting me test this out early. Appreciate you, Andy, for hanging out with us, answering some questions. There's a lot of questions out there.
Lots of questions we're happy to answer, and thank you so much for doing this for us. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We'll hopefully do more of these too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I'll be better prepared now that it's always like doing something for the first time, even if it's something that you normally do, but there's like little changes to it, like this streaming on, Retrobit's channel and whatnot. It's you go into it, you're like, oh my god, and then little things come up. But I'm better prepared. It's always good to have these experiences, to have a more smooth ride next time. So I hope there is a next time, hanging out with everybody with Retrobit, testing stuff out in the future. But again, it's always so hard to say goodbye. It always is. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys out there. Thanks for hanging out, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Check out Retrobit's giveaway. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. So thank you guys. Bye.